All right, so welcome again to Military Guna TV, guys. I do apologize for my voice. As you guys can hear in some of the videos, the screaming, the loud noise, and I was just being frantic. I was being extremely frantic on the sideline, screaming, barking instruction, even though no one is hearing me. Most definitely, I'm a happy person. I told you guys, what is there to worry about when we inject the big guns in the team? What is there really to worry about when we inject the big guns in the team? You get better performance all over the pitch when we inject the big guns. Now, guys, before I get to the details, I want you guys to smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, and most definitely share the content. I'll be doing some. I'm gonna give you guys some player evaluation, and also I'm gonna give you how the game panned out and how things were. Basically, some of the interviews that I did, you can get some insight from it. Some of the interviews are floating around. You can also get some info. This and that Sports TV would have done some of the interviews, so you guys can go over there and check out some of those interviews, even fan reaction. So you guys can check out some of that, most definitely. Now, let's start off with the starting lineup. Pretty much, I would say a balanced starting lineup. One of only absent was Liam Bailey. No Liam Bailey in the starting lineup, and it was strange because there's no Liam Bailey in the. I think it's the match day. Should I put it now? He's in the match day squad. He's in the match day squad, but he was not on the list for the starting 11 format. He was not on the starting 11 format. He was not even on the bench. I'm not sure the situation. Hopefully, it is not something that is dire or serious. If anyone knows the situation, please, guys, go in the comment section, tell me the situation, so I can address it after this because I don't know the situation. But most definitely, there's only absentee of Liam Bailey. Let's start off with a back four. Just from the warm-up session, you'd have seen that it was a back four. Amar Bell at left back, both centre back pairing of Richard King and Damian Lowe, right back Javian Brown, Amal Knight in goal, most definitely. In the midfield, we have Ravel Morrison, who had a tremendous game. We had Kevin Pepe Lambert in the central areas, and Junior Flemmings was also Junior Flemmings was also part of that. No, and Speedy. Sorry, my bad. And Speedy, Ravel Morrison, Lambert, and Speedy. I think I predicted that starting lineup. I think I predicted that starting lineup. Did I say Maggie or Speedy? I think I might say Speedy. But anyways, up front we have Flemmings. We have Flemmings, Nicholson, and who else? Jamal Lowe. Oh, people, me not wake up good. Tired, brain tired. But anyways, let's go from minute one. Game starts off quite nicely, and for the first 10 to 13 minutes, Suriname was dangerous. Was extremely, extremely dangerous. Beseswar is a magnificent player, a superb player. He created a lot of problems. He created a lot of problems for the Jamaican team. He was actually running the entire midfield in the first 10 minutes. Nevertheless, we saw Ravel Morrison steps up. After the first 10 to 15 minutes, Beseswar at the time had his time. Ravel Morrison stepped up and he turned the game into a spectacle. Ravel Morrison turned the game into a spectacle. He garnered the confidence of the player. He actually, how he started to play in football, he started to ooze that level of authority on the field. The player started to feel it. You could actually see the confidence that the entire team was brewing with. You could feel the confidence that the team was brewing with. And it really, really showcased how the team started performance from that there going on. Now, through that, we started to create some dangerous play. A lot of fouls in there in the final third. The defenders were smashing Flemmings all over the place. Jamal Lowe, Ravel Morrison, and the referee just ignoring it. Not even a card. The referee tend to want to hand out to any one of the Surinamese players. But that's just it. That's just it. I won't even complain about that. I've seen this many years now in the Concacaf region. That's how Jamaica get treated for many years now. That's just how we consistently get treated. All right, so as I said, we started to play the ball higher up the pitch. Damian Lowe steps up with the back line. Richard King, Damian Lowe I love how Richard King and Damian Lewis decided that hey, we should pass some ball together. They were actually keeping possession, which is the right way how to keep possession with the defenders. Um, and then realize that the wing back, the full backs are bombing forward. I do think that Javier Brown, I think as someone, as when I mentioned on the stream earlier, he was a bit too tight. I would understand the reason why he was a bit too tight to his player, but that because that player was was a fast player. Nevertheless, he kind of maintained himself a bit, showing a bit of aggression. Maybe maybe a little bit too aggressive, but most definitely showed that level of maturity in the same sense. Lambert, despite creating quite a few turnovers, he was tremendous in regards to regaining possession of the ball, breaking up the play, and cutting down the tempo. He was actually really good in doing that. Speedy kept it ticking, as you know, sideways, backways, but he keep it ticking. He also provided tremendous pass for Ravel Morrison, which led to Junior Flemmings' goal. But leading up to the first goal, a foul, I think it was Junior Flemmings' breakaway, and Flemmings was tremendous. It was so dangerous. Flemmings was extremely dangerous. This is one of the best games I have watched of Flemmings. It is one of the best games I've ever seen of Flemmings. If you don't agree with that, tell me in the comment section if you have seen another better game than this of Junior Flemmings. He was attacking wise, he was the most dangerous player for us attacking wise. Yes, Shamar Nichols was running the lines. Yes, Shamar Nichols was utilizing the channels. But going forward, Junior Flemmings was tremendously dangerous. He was not afraid to take on his man, beat his man 1v1, and do a little trickery on it. Just a little trickery on it. Nevertheless, foul on Junior Flemmings. Ravel Morrison steps up, and you all know the rest of it. Ravel Morrison hits the free kick in the back corner. Top bins, beautiful goal. And as you can see from my goal celebration, I couldn't even say goal. I said go. Yeah, tremendous goal from Ravel Morrison, and it was pretty much that how the first goal came by. Second goal came by quick. Which was the Suriname Equalizer. That was second goal of the game. Suriname Equalizer. They got Equalizer in no time at all. But that's how football is some of the time. That is just how football is some of the time. I think that maybe a lack of concentration. Nonetheless, they got the second goal. I do think that one of the things that I like is that when they scored Equalizer, I didn't see any heads drop. The guys were confident. They were still oozing with confidence at that particular time. They knew what the job was. They knew what to do. And it's not a team where, because the goal scored, they would have lost confidence. I did not see that. I see a team that when the goal scored, they were like, all right, let's go. We need to go again. We know what to do. And you can see that these guys are oozing the confidence of the coach. And Paul Hall was barking instructions right throughout the game. Paul Hall was barking instructions, telling the defenders when to drop, when to press. He was telling Pepe, step, break the press, all these things. He was actually very, very much instinctive on what the players were doing on the day. It was basically like he was actually on the pitch telling himself what to do, and the players was actually just carrying out the instruction, which is quite lovely to see. And even in the post-match interview with Damian Lowe said that we trust in the coach and we are doing what the coach is saying telling us to do. It's not 100%. It's not right at this moment in regards to what the coach wants us to do, but in the same sense, we are still carrying out that instruction because we understand what it takes and where it's going to take us. And you can see that. You can really, really see that in how the players are performing. And they are playing with a hunger. Now, when that second goal come about, I was pretty much surprised. We played some lovely passes. A beautiful chip pass from Speedy Williams onto Ravel Morrison. Ravel Morrison played it cut back. Slight cut back to Junior Flemmings. And then Junior Flemmings dribble and beat about two players and hit it hard and low to the front post. The keeper had no chance. I was right beside the keeper. Basically, I could have saved it. If I dived to my left, I would have saved it. I was right beside the keeper. If I dived to my left, I would have saved that. But most definitely, caught the keeper off guard. A tremendous finish because he was blindsided. A tremendous finish. I'm doing Junior Flemmings. I'm telling you, tremendous finish. 2-2 for Junior Flemmings. So let's see what's going to happen for Mexico. 3-3. Come on, Flemmo. Flemmo, come on. 3-3. Anyways, going in second half, 2-1 up. Players who's in with confidence straight off the bat. They just went straight in the dressing room. Straight Paul just rushed straight in the dressing room as well. So more than likely instruction to pass, things to do. Then the guys came out when the guys came out in the second half, they actually turned it up. I didn't know that the Reggae Boyz could have gone another gear. I have never seen the Reggae Boyz taking up another gear like that. They took another gear. It was in third gear. The game was in third gear. The Reggae Boyz took in third gear. Like when Suriname equalized, they went to second gear. When Suriname equalized, they went second gear. But for the second half, these guys put in the third gear in the early part out, pressuring Suriname, keeping the press. Yes, Suriname is still playing football. Yes, they're still trying to, but they're not doing it on a consistent enough basis. They're not creating that wave of attack so that you'd expect something to happen from them. That's just how football is. But nevertheless, Ravel Morrison turning over and over. Guess what now? Leon Bailey came on, and that allows a lot more time and space on the ball, because when Bailey came on, Suriname dropped a little bit deeper. They drop a bit deeper when Bailey came on. So that gave us a little bit more time and space. So Ravel link up with Shamar Nicholson and Junior Flemmings linking up. Ravel and Speedy linking up. So you can see these things happening. Unfortunately, Richard King got an injury. Hopefully he's doing good. And what I saw happen is that Pepe Lambert, the coach would have instructed Pepe Lambert to go and fill in that gap. Jamal Law would have came in the central zone. Jamal Law would have came in the central zone. That is when Leon Bailey came on. And he did give us a good about 15 minutes of football in the central zone. It's not his best position, but you can see that he can manage it based off his technical ability. Nonetheless, play continue. And so we end up getting the third goal from a beautiful tick-attacker movement. So many passes. I think Shamar Nicholson was involved with that. Shamar Nicholson, Junior Flemmings, Leon Bailey, who else? Ravel Morrison, Jamal Lowe on the end of it. So it was lovely tiki-taka football that brought that third goal. And I'm telling you, the fans went ecstatic. Disappointed with the turnout. Really, really disappointed with the turnout. Never won't go on that as yet. So in general, we control 3/4 of the game. We controlled 3/4 of the game. The other quarter was the first 15 minutes where Suriname started off as a bright spark. They started off as a bright spark and they really, really get things going. Nonetheless, you can see that there's a lot of work to be done in the team in the same sense, but you can understand the direction they're going. You can see what they're trying to do. It is quite clear what they are trying to do. Let's get to the other aspect of it. Well done to Paul Hall. Well done to the team. Wonderful performance. Damian Lowe stand out. Hats off to Damian Lowe. I'm telling you, man, Damian Lowe had a tremendous performance. Great, lovely performance as well from Amal Knight. Even Amal Knight are complaining. Say, boy, I make one mistake and the man never go on bad. Say, go, bro. That's a part of it. You play a good whole game, but the one mistake, I say, go. It's like having your meal and then you box it over. I say, go. So if you account for the mistake that was made. Let's say now, I think Amarbel did a wonderful job. I had a fancy footwork trickery from Richard King to post, I'm going to post it on my Instagram. Pepe, yes, despite the turnover, Pepe actually still come on the central zone, and he was actually very aggressive in the tackle. Because I think he was one of the players who realized that we're getting a lot of fouls, and the referee was actually ignoring. So he was actually getting involved in those tackles, crunching tackles as well, and kind of calm down the central zone and maybe win back a lot of the battles for us. Speedy, keep it ticking and keep it moving. Another solid performance from Speedy. Ravel Morrison, I think the man of the match award would have been between Ravel Morrison and Junior Flemmings, because these two guys were standout. These two guys were the standout on the day. Up top, Jamalo, a solid game. Shamar Nicholson running the channel. A tremendous, and it's just unfortunate Shamar Nicholson could not have gotten a goal because he played tremendous. He played really, really good. But that's how football is. That is how football is some of the time. Leon Bailey came on running the channel, and actually you can see the fear in the Suriname players' eyes when they saw Leon Bailey. The moment the ball is going towards Leon Bailey, there's 2-3 players rushing towards Leon Bailey as fast as possible. I always said Leon Bailey don't really have a good games with Jamaica, and I'm telling you, I've kind of seen it, maybe because I'm so close to the action. But the moment the ball is going inside the channel or going towards Leon Bailey, 2 or 3 players eventually just start rushing in on that as well. But people have been here lamenting too long now. Guess what, people? It was a good game, solid performance. I'll be doing player ratings quite soon, maybe later in the day. I'll be doing player ratings. Anyways, people, massive respect. Thank you very much, people, for tuning in. Until next time, people. MG Sports TV, Military Gunnet Sports TV. We are out, people. Boom.